Hi my angels and welcome back to my channel. So today I was supposed to film a completely different video and I got this package through the door. This huge box right here is Selena Gomez's beauty brand called Rare Beauty, and I basically opened it this morning. This is like a little leaflet thing that was in there, and I'm gonna read to you what's on the first page because it really pulled at my heartstrings and I feel like I could really relate to it. So, welcome to Rare Beauty. It takes courage to put yourself out there as a creator. It's constantly being vulnerable and I admire that. The Rare Beauty community is full of unique voices, lives and stories. I created Rare Beauty to break down the unrealistic standards of perfection. I strongly believe that you are not meant to look like everyone else, and that's what makes you rare. Whether you enjoy putting on a full face, just wanting to play around and feel creative, or wear barely any makeup at all, this is makeup made to feel good in, without hiding what makes you unique. And I feel like that really resonated with me, and I was like, do you know what? I really want to sit down and try some of these products out. Let me just make sure I'm telling you guys the right thing. So it's not on the box anywhere, but I remember reading that Rare Beauty is 100% cruelty-free and vegan, and I believe they have a very conscious ethos around their brand, which I am all for. I just want to really get into opening this guy up and trying out all the products. This is going to be more of a first impressions type of video because I've not tested anything out yet, but I can almost do a full face with everything that she's got. The only two products which aren't in this collection is a mascara and a bronzer, which I'm going to use these two here. So this is the Lash Paradise mascara and the Back to Bronze bronzer. They're both from L'Oreal Paris, and let's just get dug into this. I'm going to start off with primer, and I'm going to use the Always Optimist Illuminating Primer, which is $26. So this brand is currently exclusive to Sephora, which we don't have Sephora here in the UK, so I'm gonna get in touch with the brand to see how we can get it here in the UK, if there's a way. But I know I have a lot of subscribers and people who watch me from America, so hopefully this video will help. But I'm gonna get this primer onto my face. This is definitely, I mean, you can probably see it already, a very illuminating primer. It's very lightweight. I feel like there's no scent to it, which is good for anyone who has sensitive skin. But wow, that's very illuminating. There is also a spray in this. I'm going to use that at the end. Right, so I'm going to move on to foundation. This is called the Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation, and it is $29. So there's 48 shades of this. I can already tell this is going to be too dark for me, but we're just going to get this onto our face for now, or we will make it work. I don't know how much to use, but let's just start off with 3 lines here, maybe a little bit on my forehead and a little bit on my nose. So this is the sponge that Rare Beauty does. It's called the Liquid Touch Multitasking Sponge, and it's $14. I don't know whether you guys can see, but it looks very, very like holy, so I'm not too sure if this is gonna soak up any of the product, but let's just give this a go. Wow, that is very lightweight. I can't even feel it on my skin. For me, I love a foundation like that. I feel like the older I've gotten, I'm all about like the light base and not a super heavy full coverage look. Although, I mean, the coverage on this is pretty good. I totally forgot to mention the shade that I'm using. So I'm using the shade 270N. For now, I feel like we'll be able to make it work. For me, the coverage of a foundation means how well my freckles get covered up. And I mean, you can see some of them on my nose, but the ones on my cheeks are very, very, very faint. So although this is a very weightless foundation, I feel like it has got a decent amount of coverage in here. And my skin also looks really nice and glowy, which I personally really like. Actually, I feel like there is no setting powder in here. So I'm just gonna have to basically not set my face and see how we go. But so far, I feel like the base is looking really nice. First thoughts on the foundation is that it's got a really good, nice amount of coverage to it, but it doesn't feel heavy on the skin. It actually feels really, really light. It kind of feels like I'm not really wearing anything. It doesn't feel tight on the skin. It's got a nice glowy finish to it as well. It's not like super matte and it's not super duper like oily. And overall, I really like the packaging of this. There's like a bit of like a round theme going on with this kind of like nude lid. It's like small enough to fit into a makeup bag. It's not like a funky shape. shape. But yeah, so far I really like the base. And speaking of base, I'm going to move on to concealer. So this is the concealer that I'm going to use. It's actually in the shade 270N as well, which is actually a little bit lighter than the base shade, which I kind of like. I like my concealers to be a little bit brighter. And this is called the Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer, which is $19. I'm going to get this on to, oh, this has actually got a really unique kind of triangular tip, which I feel like will fit really nicely underneath my eyes. So I'm just going to start getting this on to the usual areas. Definitely a lot lighter than my base. The concealer also comes in 48 shades. She also has some brushes as well. I believe this one is the foundation brush and this is the concealer brush, but I'm just going to go ahead and use the pointy end of this beauty sponge for the concealer. I feel like that blended out really, really nicely. It doesn't skip on the foundation. I feel like this might actually sink into my fine lines underneath my eyes, but we'll see how we go with that. In a nutshell, I feel like it has blended out really, really nicely. Definitely oxidized a little bit. It's not as bright as it was when I first applied it onto my skin. I feel like I could probably get away with a shade or two lighter than that as well. Seeing as I don't have a setting powder, I'm just gonna go straight into my bronzer very, very quickly. So this is the foundation brush, but I'm gonna use it as my bronzer brush for the time being. So we can try this out. This is actually a really nice brush for my bronzer because I feel like it's really blending everything out nicely. Also, I love how my skin is still really glowy. If you like a matte foundation, then this foundation isn't going to be for you. But for me, I quite am liking this dewiness. I feel like pretty much all the products that she's come out with are all liquid products. So she's got some liquid blushes. There are 4 shades that I've got here. So these are called the Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. They come in a dewy finish and a matte finish. There are 4 dewy shades and 4 matte shades. I believe I have a mixture. So this shade here is called Grace, which is a matte shade. This shade here, Lucky, which is a dewy shade. This shade over here is called Love, which is a matte shade. This shade here is called Joy, which is a dewy shade. I love the names of these. I feel like these are so positive and uplifting. It's really actually nice to see that because it makes me feel really happy when I'm like thinking about them. So I'm gonna go with, what am I feeling? I am loving the sound and look of Joy. So I'm gonna get this on to my cheeks. And I'm gonna just use my hands, I think. I'm just gonna put like maybe a couple of dots like this and just blend that in. Wow, this is very pigmented. I feel like that's blended out really, really beautifully. From all that blending, I don't feel like my foundation has moved around. For me, this summer has definitely been the summer of like cream products and definitely a cream blush. And I feel like these will come really handy when it's summer again. So to finish off the cheeks, I'm gonna go in with a highlighter. I actually love the name of the highlighters. They are called the Positive Light Liquid Luminizers, and these are $22. They actually come in a total of 8 shades, but I've got 4 of them here, and I think I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which is called Mesmerize. And I think for this, I'm gonna apply it onto the back of my hand first, and then I'm gonna pick it up with the sponge and get that onto my cheeks. Oh wow, this is beautiful. Everything so far that I've put onto my skin has been very, very lightweight, and that is a really, really nice highlight. Though I've put a lot of products on my face, I feel like my skin doesn't feel heavy, which I love. The highlight is really, really stunning. Again, very lightweight. That is my base all completely done. I feel like it looks really, really good. I mean, to come out with like a full range like this, like mad props to Selena and the whole of the Rare Beauty team, because I can just imagine just how much hard work has gone into this. To tell you guys like my favorite products so far in the base, I think it would have to be the foundation. I really, really like it. I feel like it's nice and light and it's not too heavy looking on the skin. My skin still feels and looks quite fresh. And then I would probably have to say the cream blush. I felt like it was so easy to blend out. Sometimes I feel like cream blushes can move the foundation underneath your skin, but this is actually really, really stunning, and it just looks really natural. It doesn't look like too much on the skin. I'm sure you can probably layer it on and make it more intense, but those two have to be my favorite products when it comes to the base. I'm gonna move on to eyes now, and there are 2 products in the eye category. One of them is the Perfect Strokes Matte Liquid Liner, which is $19. And then this here is the Brow Harmony Pencil and Gel, which is $22. So I'm gonna go in with the brow product first. So this is the shade Cool Brown, and I'm just gonna start filling my brow in. It's got quite a nice mix of waxy and pigment in here. I personally like more of a precise tip. I've just gotten so used to using something with like a thinner nib, but this is really easy to do. I mean, you saw how quickly my brow got filled in. I'm quickly gonna do this brow as well. And the other end has got the brow gel on it. So I'm just gonna get this into the hairs. I feel like brow gel, I can't really say off the bat how good it is because I have to give it a few goes. Especially because my brow hairs can like fling off in different directions. So my brows definitely do look a little bit darker than usual, and I feel like I just went a little bit ham with the brow product, and I think it's just purely down to the nib being a lot thicker, but I feel like I can definitely get away with it. I'm very quickly going to do my mascara off camera and then I'll be back to do some eyeliner. My mascara is all done and I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit so we can do the eyeliner together. So this is one of those felt tip kind of pens, and I'm just going to do a bit of a fake wing on my outer corners. And I love a matte eyeliner. I don't actually tend to like the shiny ones. This is definitely very easy to use. I feel like that's always the case when you get like a brand new eyeliner. I feel like it always works really well. That was actually very quick and easy for me to do. I'm just going to do the same thing on this eye. That is my eyeliner. Oh, that is my eyeliner all done. I feel like for me, I'm not really much of an eyeliner, like a winged eyeliner girl anymore. So I always feel like I always look really different whenever I do a winged look. Overall, I feel like it was really easy to apply, but for me, I feel like it's not matte enough. I almost need my winged eyeliner to be like really, really matte and like really, really intense. I feel like this could definitely be a bit more on the matte end because there is a slight little sheen to it. Overall, it was really easy to apply, but just not matte enough for me. So now moving on to the final step, which is lips. And there are actually two different types of lip products that Rare Beauty have come out with. One being these guys right here. These are the With Gratitude Dewy Lip Balms, which again, I just love the name for them. I've actually got 4 of them here and their names are just so nice and uplifting. So we've got Honor, Thankful, Appreciative, and Empathy. I feel like I might as well try one of these lip balms on. I'm gonna go for the shade Honor, which is a clear lip balm. It's very, very creamy. It's got like a vanilla-y scent to it, which is really nice. It's not very thick. It's quite a light lip balm. The other 3 shades that I have are like a tinted version. So I'm just going to try a couple of them out on to my hands. Wow, that is like a very, very satin lipstick almost. I would not call this a balm. I kind of see why they want to call it a balm because I feel like it's a very kind of moisturizing feel to the lips. So this one was the shade Thankful, and then this one here is the shade Empathy, which again, they're very pigmented for lip balms and they all have the same scent as well. Product that I'm most excited about is these ones right here. These are the Lip Souffle Matte Lip Creams, which are $20 each. There's actually 12 shades in total. I've got 6 of these shades right here, which I've actually swatched all of them over on my Instagram, so I'll leave a link to it in the description box if you guys want to check that out. I'm gonna go in with this shade right here called Brave. This is definitely a very light moussey texture. I'm gonna get it properly onto the top lip. That's such a beautiful shade. It's a very like orangey, bricky kind of color. I don't know how this is gonna last though, because it seems quite slippy. Not slippy, but I feel like it's moving on my lips. It's not dried completely matte. I feel like it is going to be very, very comfortable to wear for a long time, but I don't know whether it's going to last very long. Actually, I feel like it's been like maybe a good minute since I've been wearing this, so I'm just going to do a very quick kiss test. Oh, okay. Tell a lie, like that is not that much product that's come off. Maybe this will become like my favorite liquid lip. Oh my god, I was genuinely really impressed with that. I didn't realize that that was going to happen. I thought it was going to come off on my hand. I really like that. Okay, so that is the end of me testing out. Oh, actually no, I'm lying. This is gonna be the last step that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Mist. So this is $24 and it is apparently a glow boosting mist that hydrates, primes, sets and refreshes the skin. I mean, let's see what the spray is looking like. Oh, that's a very nice fine mist. So get that onto my face. Right, I'm gonna have to see up close and personal. That's definitely given me a really nice glow to my skin. I of course won't be able to tell you guys whether or not this setting spray actually helps my makeup stay on for longer, because it is the first time that I'm using everything. But overall, I'm loving how fresh and natural my makeup has turned out. I can definitely go a little bit heavier on the foundation and make it a little bit more glam. But overall, I'm really quite impressed with the products. I think if I had to give you my top 3, it will definitely have to be the Lip Souffle Matte Lips. I'm super impressed with just how like kiss-proof they are. It's so comfortable. It genuinely feels like a lip balm. So this will have to be one of them. I think the second one will have to be the foundation. I'm really, really, really liking the foundation. I feel like my skin just looks like my skin. I'm gonna go with the liquid blush. I just feel like it blended out so beautifully on my skin. So yeah, those are my top 3 products. Oh, there is actually one more product which maybe we'll give it a go very quickly. So this is the Blot and Glow blotting sheets. There are 100 of them. I mean, I don't feel like I'm very oily, but and that has definitely taken away some of that shine. I'm not much of a blotting sheet kind of person, so I don't really feel like this product is for me, but it's definitely taken up some of the foundation and a little bit of oil from my face. I don't feel like this is a product that I would necessarily reach for. So that was actually the final product that I needed to mention. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video where I've tested out some of the new Rare Beauty makeup products. Actually, I did a pretty much almost a whole full face. I hope you guys liked the way that the makeup turned out, and I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys liked watching it. But yeah, I think that is everything from me for now, and hopefully I will see you guys all in my next video.